So I thought I would pick up a new microphone. I've actually only had probably four microphones over the 24 years that I've been doing this. I started doing these videos in the year 2000, a long time ago. And back then, I just used the mic that came with the camera. And the cameras, again, back then, well, the microphones weren't too bad on those larger tape cameras because I started on those first. And then digital came along and I used the mic on the digital camera for a while, and then I used, I think, another mic and then a lapel mic. And I think last year or so, or the year before, I picked up this one here. This is the Rode Video Mic Go 2. This is an excellent mic for a very affordable price. So if you're looking for an excellent mic, you might want to consider this one because it is excellent. You do need to really go in and tweak the settings though. If you're using OBS, for example, to do podcasts or whatever you're doing, that's what I'm using right now. You didn't need to set it up to make it, more efficient and better sounding and all the rest of it. But aside from that, this is an excellent mic for a very, very low budget. But you might want to spend a few extra bucks and get something like this, because this is pretty much the top tier, top shelf kind of microphone. And the great thing about this one is you can kind of go download the software, update the firmware first. Once you do that, you can go ahead, pretty much you can go with automatic settings. There's a whole bunch of stuff that you can tweak, and even the LED here on the front, you can go ahead and change the colors on all on that. But at the end of the day, what you want to do is plug in a mic and it works. And a lot of people these days are going for USB mics because they can, take them from one system to another system. Now, I would still use probably this mic on, my camera or in a different room. This is, like I said, this is an excellent, excellent option if you're looking for a very, very affordable mic. And again, a versatile. It also comes, with this shock mount, and that comes with this, right? So that's good. This one does not come with a shock mount. And if I hit the arm here, you might hear that. I don't know. My arm that I have for this is actually like a mount that goes on the floor. It's like a tripod mic stand, really. And that's the best option, to be honest. I see a lot of people have them on their desks. If you have them on your desk, of course, when you hit the desk, it's probably going to go through that desk and into the arm, and then it's going to transfer to the mic unless you have some kind of a shock mount. You can get shock mounts, of course. And also, what I like about this one is I'm not using that pop filter, that big pop filter that I had before. It's kind of blocking my face. Not that that's important, that you want to see my face or anything. But, that kind of cleans things up here a little bit. The overall look of the mic, too, is very, very nice. I'm not going to go into a lot of specifications on this mic, but this is a cardioid microphone. So what that means is that everything from the front it hears and everything around it doesn't, which is excellent. You need to get really, really close to it. You see people in podcasts, and they're right up close to it, right next to it, and it still sounds pretty good. What do you guys think? Compare this to some previous videos that I did, and again, the other ones that I did was using this over the last year or so at least, and still very, very good. A very, very good microphone. So this is, a lot of people are using this mic, and a lot of excellent reviews overall on this. And I think over time, they will probably update the firmware and software to make it more capable. And it would seem that the last update in the software, you got a few more options than before with lighting and all the rest of it. But I don't think you can go wrong with this. It is expensive. I mean, what isn't these days, unfortunately? But if you're looking for a mic and you don't want to mess around and you want something USB and you just want to set it and forget it, and you don't want to tweak a whole bunch of settings in whatever program you're using, if it's OBS, for example, generally speaking, you have to go in and tweak the heck out of it to get the most out of a microphone. You still might want to do that. But I know when I was using this one, I had like probably 8 different settings in OBS setup. And with this one, I just tried it for the hell of it. I said, just go in, turn all of the different filters off and see what this one sounds like. And honest to God, I can't believe how good this actually sounds. I think anyway. I did a couple tests and it's just excellent. The plosives, I don't know how if they pop or not. Maybe they do. I don't know. But, as a matter of fact, over time, speaking to a camera and speaking to a microphone, a camera, I did that years ago, right? I kind of like you spoken to the camera because the mic was in the camera. But when you do that, you kind of like you try and control the popping noise when you're close to the microphone. And I've gotten kind of used to that over the years, but yeah, decent microphone. I'm just rambling at this point. But if you have it, let me know. Let us all know what you think of it. If you don't have this one, what other mic do you have? Maybe you have some Rode mics, maybe this one, maybe an older one, maybe the NT one, I think, is a 5th generation. That's an excellent mic. Also, Rode has, I think, is a pod mic. But there's so many options out there right now, for microphones. But like I said, if you just have a few extra bucks to spend, why not just go ahead and get something like this? There are better microphones, of course, on the market than this one. But overall, generally speaking, unless you want to spend thousands of dollars, which, most of us don't. There's also a company called Lewitt. I believe it's Lewitt. They have some really, really, really good microphones. And some of them are around the same price as this one. But, you need to add a few more other things. And they're a bit more sophisticated and not so, simple to set up as well. Well, that's it for this one. I hope you enjoyed it. And I will see you in the next one.